Hello, I welcome you in my biography studio. This is the place where I work individual with people who want to explore their biography. My name is Vera Klein, and I'm a biographical coach, a personal coach, and I'm also a teacher. I teach this art and science of biography, which I do here in the Netherlands, but also in many other countries in the world. And I'd like to share with you what is biography work. Biography work is creating a reflection on your life as you lived it until now. It is finding a place of rest and peace where you can look at all the experiences you had, where you can trace back your steps, and in doing so, see where they might be leading to. You describe where you have come from, and you find out what you're heading for. What has the future in store for you? You can't tell, but you do know what you long for and what you want to strive for. And in doing this process, looking at your life with a manifold of tools and instruments, you can see your biography. Because a biography means it is written in time. And the life you have been writing in time. And traditionally, we know the word biography for a book about the life of a famous person. But for this, you do not need to be famous. You just need to be you, and you need to be interested in what your life is all about. Because each life matters. And your life actually is of the most important, at least for you and the people around you. And every life has a scheme. You are born, you will die, and in this process, there is an archetype. Although every life has its unique path, there is also a lot of communalities that everybody has. But the question is, what makes your life special? And how can you make the most of it? So when you look at your biography, that means that you start to recognize the themes that are playing. What is a recurring? What comes back over and over again? And what is actually life theme? Maybe it involves some lessons that lives bring you, that life offer you. And through these lessons that you can learn, that life is teaching you, you can start to see the changes you go through, the transformation possibly. And of course you have a motivation. Yes, there is a mission maybe. Maybe you get a glimpse of what you feel that is your mission. Because the unique point in your life is that nobody can tell this for you. You're the only one who can discover this for yourself. You're the only one who can understand who you truly are, who you really are, deep down, and what you would love to express. And by understanding your own life, by connecting the dots on your lifeline, the dots that come into being by looking at events like turning points or special moments, then you can trace back this path. And there's a wonderful saying from the philosopher Søren Kierkegaard, and he says, "Life can only be understood backwards, but it has to be lived forward." And you can understand it tracing back, and then you can understand yourself. And you do that by remembering. Of course, we all have a narrative, a story we tell ourselves about who we are and who we have become, what life has brought us. But there are also many things that we are forgotten, we are unconscious about. Very simple things maybe, like the plays we used to play as a child. maybe fiddling around with water or any other elements, or clay, or playing hide and seek as a child, maybe reading or daydreaming, things you wanted to do when you would grow up. And did you fulfill everything, or have you forgotten? Everything you experienced is yours. It is your life, and it is, as I said, written in time. But this course gives you an opportunity to also write it down and document it with either stories you write down, drawing lifelines, making pictures, drawing images, finding photos, maybe make a collage, all kinds of creativity that you can explore and apply in order to make your biography visible. And what is the value of that? It is that you can look at it. What was first inside then comes outside. And when it is outside, you can look at it, observe, and give it a new meaning. Understand it in a different way. This is actually this drawing, healing, remembering, making overviews, a healing process. We all have issues that are not resolved. We all have questions that we would like to find an answer to. When I was in my 20s, I was working, I was making a career, and deep down there was this longing to have children, to become a mother. But I couldn't I couldn't see how I could match these two longings, to fulfill this career and to become a mother. Yet, living with this question, life brought it to me, and I became the proud mother, finally, of 3 daughters. And then in the mid-30s, I had all kinds of other questions, like, I don't like my previous career, I want something new, but what do I want to learn? And then life brought me a difficult situation, and I had a divorce. And I learned so much from divorcing. And I thought, okay, life brings a difficulty for everyone. Now this was it. But then in my mid-40s, I faced some serious health issues, which brought me new life lessons. So, and in my mid-50s, I made a new step in my biography. So life has so much in store, and there are so many questions, but can you see them, can you read them, and can you understand what they want to tell you? I learned to look at my biography the way I just very briefly described to you. It is based on ancient wisdom of many cultures, and also based on anthroposophy. So it has a deep understanding of what the human being is, what the task is that you have as a human being, the possibility that your biography can give you. And I warmly welcome you in this course. Join me. You are worth it. Find the pearl in your life.